Guys, Silver Tempest is here! Before we begin, please be sure to check out pdcgostore.com to grab yourself some codes to be able to build this very deck. Of course, use the code FTW for 5% off at checkout and enjoy the video. And today we're going to be playing Regidrago. You can call me Regidrago because I'm about to drag your bunda to hell. Yeah, I thought about that one for a while. Dragonite VSTAR, baby! Now, this is the new VSTAR from the Silver Tempest set. A very hyped card that I was luckily able to pack pretty much the perfect amount I needed for this deck. With the Apex Dragon attack for 2 grass and 1 fire energy, choose an attack from a dragon Pokemon in your discard pile and use it as an attack. If that rings any ding-a-ling-dings in your head, that will be because it's new to a new Tag Team GX's attack. And we have some pretty cheeky cards in here that will allow us to get a plethora of good moves that we can use. And it also has the Legacy Star Power, which allows you to discard 7 cards from the top of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. But we're not looking to use that because I think Regidrago is without a doubt best with Arceus. Being a almost dragon toolbox Arceus deck is really interesting. Now, we don't have too many dragon Pokemon to use here, but I've picked the 4 that I think are pretty much ideal for the Drago, which is going to be the new Dragonite from Silver Tempest, using that Energy Hurricane 180, accelerate 3 basic energy from the deck. We've got Duraludon to help us shred with G-Max Pulverization, hitting that 220, and it isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so that's great for the mill tanks. Of course, we've also got the Giratina VSTAR in here as well, with that Lost Impact, being able to get some nice, really simple 1-hit KOs with the Regidrago. And what's really cool in this deck that I didn't even realize, right? Because of the turbo energy, if you have that extra turn for attachment, you can actually attach the turbo to Regidrago and use that to throw it into the Lost Zone, or actually attach it to one of your benched Pokemon so you don't reduce your damage output, and you can go literally for a Lost Impact without removing any energy on the Drago, which is really strong. And we also have Goodra VSTAR with that Rolling Iron, proven to be an incredibly strong attack by doing 200 damage and reducing their damage output done to you by 80. And I think those are pretty much the no-brainers for the deck. Now, a card in this deck that has proven to be so good, and I back this card so much now, is Serena. My god, this card alone has single-handedly made me win a game that I would not have won by just having that crazy draw and gust. There's so much flexibility. Like, the moment your opponent benches a B. But the moment your opponent benches a V, you have a lot of outs to just gusting it. This deck, this list in particular, has 5 outs to gust, and you'd be surprised how many times you will have a Serena in your hand when you play 4. And you can go ahead and just gust and just take crazy KOs. And honestly, really strong. But that pretty much is it. Of course, we've got Bibarel for an extra little bit of draw. Of course, really good with the Arceus. Honestly, this deck has proven to be really good on the ladder, and I'm really excited to give it a shout. So without further ado, I think it's time we get moving. Alrighty, here we go. We're playing Reggie's by the looks of it. That's interesting. What would be best there? Oh, I don't know. Right. So, the hand we have here is a bit on the weak side, but it's definitely playable, which is good. Okay, let's Training Court. We're going to Ultra Ball. See, this one I need to learn the deck, bro. I should have Evo. No, yeah, I've got to use my resources correctly. Let's just get Arceus down. I could Ultra Ball again. I could. No, that'll be good for next turn, right? Next turn, I like to rather save my fires over my grass. No, we're fine with the fire. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to realize that the Evo can also be used to get the Dragon Boys. You know what I'm saying? The Dragonites and the Tinas and the Duraludons. And I think I breathed in my drinking. What the hell? Oh god, it's coming out. What was I doing there? Bloody hell. Yeah, so what would be? I'm assuming the Rolling Iron attack is the better one here, right? G-Max Pulverization doesn't really matter. We're taking 1 of KOs with the Rolling Iron. We're reducing damage output significantly, which is good. We've got to be wary of the Lecky though, because we don't have Manaphy in the deck, so we have to be wary of that. But other than that, I think the best attacker there is going to be that, or obviously Dragonite would be good if we get that in the discard pile, because that can accelerate energy on top, which is going to be good. I think the Rolling Iron is probably the best one for this matchup though, right? Just removing a lot of the damage output that they try and do seems solid. Oh, you think you can path me? Who do you think I am? Hey? Who do you think I am? Yeah? You're a fraud. That's what you think you think I'm a fraud? Come off it. I could get... actually, it's not that bad a shout. Could get the the Donny already good to go. But the thing is, we don't have a... we'll get rid of Choice Belt. So I'm trying to think like a million miles an hour, but I need to slow down. Right. Arceus VSTAR. We'll get ourselves an Air Balloon. And... Oh, gosh. We need a turbo. So, I got to think here. Air Balloon Turbo seems bad because I have no Drago to accelerate to. I haven't played a supporter yet, actually. So I could... Serena. I want to get Bibarel for draw. And... Sorry, my throat's not good today, man. I think I'm getting ill. What's harder to find? My turbos or retreat option? Do you know what? That must have been one of the worst decisions I've made. But we made it. I could have done so much better. What am I doing? Oh, gosh. We got the Marnie. That's good. And there's just so much energy we don't need, bro. Yeah, I just need a turbo, man. Turbo and a Drago. That'd be really nice. Oh, we were close. We were close. I mean, we get an attack off, which is nice. Do I need to bench you right now? I mean, you could be useful. Our bench really isn't that full most of the time. Let's just do the damage output. Do I accelerate any energy in particular? I think this Arceus is going to go down before I get the chance to really do anything. We just got to hope they ain't got the Regidrago, because that's where they can just come in and 1-hit KO me. So that's what we got. There's my research, bro. Come off it. I prized the ting. Yeah, we got to watch out for the rock. Because he's cooking. Yeah, I think I'm getting sick. Which sucks. Summer temperatures came out. All my family is sick as well. Literally, like, all of them, apart from, like, my mother. All my siblings are ill. And I'm like, uh-oh, I know what that means then. Something's coming for me. And I think it's just starting to loom in a little bit. There's the rock. He's cooking. Yeah, we do need to get pulverization, actually get the Blizzard Bind off as well. But Blizzard Bind isn't really the best call, isn't it? It's definitely the rock, right? Take the KO. I'm happy just to hit. And do no damage and accelerate to a Drago and then just try and, you know, look for my boys. That's what I'm much happier to do. Assuming they get everything down. Scoop up net. Okay, that's where I'm scared. Come on. You know what you want to do. Just Matt, we haven't even seen Regidrago yet. Oh, man. That's not great, is it? Go on. Come on, we all know you got the Donny. We all know you got the big Gigas. Alright, we know it's there. You bench the Gigas. Yeah, see, they're prepping. They know. I'll call you back. It's fine. Yeah, they got the Gigas, bro. Why are you taking so long, my brother? You just drop the ting and scoop it up and go. Hello? I'm starting to think they ain't got the Gigas. They don't. Brother. Oh, that's a yikes, bro. Okay, in that case... Do I actually just straight research here? Because they ain't got the... If I Marnie them, I'm going to Marnie them into it. I know. So I'm going to research, bro. Serena's not that great here now. There's the Drago. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We'll get another Drago down. And I think what I want to do is I really want to thin here. I'm going to get rid of these two. I could have got rid of the turbo. Maybe I should have got rid of the turbo. I'm going to get Duraludon. So if they do come up with this, we have at least an out to that, which is good. The Serena can discard it, so that's fine. All right, I think we just, you know, I could attach here, and that could give us a Lost Impact move, but I don't think it's that deep. I think we're cool. No, I don't think... I don't think it hurts us to do that, really. If I'm honest with you. All right, there we go. I can't believe they whiffed it like that, bro. Oh my gosh. It would have been nice if the Drago had like at least a colorless energy attacks, and then the turbo could be a bit better with it. But it's fine. I mean, that makes it really good for Lost Impact. Oh, beautiful. That makes it really good for Lost Impact, the turbo, as I said. But that said, Maybe I should have put a turbo here. I just don't think it matters. I just wanted to attach it in case of like potential retreats that are needed, and you know, we wanted to preserve as much energy as possible. That's kind of really why I attached it. I don't really see it belonging anywhere else. I don't really want to get any more Arceuses out because of the weakness. So the Drago seems like the best shout at this point. So I thought, well, at least I could do is use it for a potential retreat, or you know, I don't play a Hyper Potion or anything like that. I guess you could do that in this deck. If you were. But to be fair, Hyper Potion doesn't seem bad, especially when you're playing Goodra. It doesn't seem terrible, does it? It really don't. All right, they're going to dig for their Regice, but as soon as we get Drago out, we should be able to deal with a lot of this stuff, which is going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just insane damage reduction. We can shred through the old Regice. Bro, we're sorted. We're absolutely sorted. Oh, Gift Energy's back, by the way. This is why Regis are back. Regis are being played on the ladder, bro, because Gift Energy has returned. And thus, the deck is now really good. Which probably is why we're seeing loads of it. Right, they should definitely know what's coming up now, right? They know the Rolling Iron's coming through, bro. There's just no stopping it. There's no stopping it. Funnily enough, now the Turbo is actually detrimental because Rolling Iron won't KO the Drago. See, there we go. I didn't anticipate the capes, that's for sure. I did not anticipate capes. I mean, it's fine, innit? I could just go... No, I've got a Goodra. I've got to do the Rolling Iron, haven't I? And then try and just manually attach to this other Drago, which that's a nice start. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm going to Serena. Do you know, I am going to get rid of this Turbo as well because I think it's just going to take up the hand. That's fine. And we could just manually attach to this other Drago for the time being. I don't think we're getting knocked out anytime soon. Let's Apex Dragon. We'll go for... Yes, we're Rolling Iron, so that way their damage output is severely reduced, which is lovely. And this is where something like a Hyper Potion would be kind of sick. But, you know, we've only got 3 prizes left. You know? And they got to take 4, and we've got the Rolling Iron. Yeah, we're good, bro. We are good. And then they come with a Regice, and we're like, oh, sorry, mate. Shred. Shred. I don't think there's any reason to play the Giratina V, because you've got this level of Shred. What other Dragon-type Pokemon could you put in this deck that's actually of value? You know, I think the best ones are the Tina, the Goodra, and the Duraludon. And then the Dragonite. I know people are playing like Flygon and stuff like that, but I think you're being a bit too techy. You're discarding energy. I think that's a bit too try-hard. I think it's good to just use a limited amount of attacks that all have really good effects. That seems to be the best one. You know what I mean? That's kind of my take, at least. You know? Alright, let's see if we get the other Drago. That's lovely. There we are. And I think we Marnie now. Got to be wary of my hand size. Of my deck, sorry. We've got 15 cards left. We're coming to the end. Honestly, it's not that bad. Do we have any energy discard part that we'd like to retrieve? We do, actually. We do. And I'd rather not give him the Pogo. I always call it Pogo, bro. Do you know why? Because it looks like a bloody Pogo stick. Look, you jump on it. I don't know how you do that, but... why do I have to retreat? What's going on? Oh, yes. The Shred doesn't go through the Regice. I have to... Okay. All right. That's fine. We managed to do it. So, I was a bit confused. I completely misunderstood what was supposed to happen there. So, that... It's a dependent Pokemon V, it can't attack. Okay, so I thought that was actually mean it cannot be attacked by a V, which means Duraludon would shred through it. But no, it means we can't attack, so we have to retreat for it. In that case, that's where the Turbo actually comes in handy. So, hey, look at me planning it. That's what I call a positive misplay. You misplay, and it turns out it was the correct play. You sit there and go like, oh yeah, I didn't mean to do that. But it worked. That's me in a nutshell sometimes, isn't it? I just misplay my way to victory. Oh, I'm such a fraud. Right, what are they going to come up with here? I probably plan to retreat next turn, maybe. I did Rolling Iron, right? Yeah. What's mad is they did 20 damage to me. Bro, they could keep trying to Regice. At the end of the day, that's mental. Now, we do play the one boss. So, if we just get one more KO... We can retreat, KO this Regice, and dig for that final boss. This is why I play the one boss, bro, because I'm sorry, there's still Regis to look out for at the end of the day. Maybe even go down to a free Serena. Oh, that Serena is good. Maybe get 2 bosses in there. That's a lot of gusting potential, but it gives you that freedom to use Serena more for draw, and be like a reserve gust effect, and boss to still be there. Because I love the incredible gust potential of the deck is really good, so I love that. Okay, well, that said, we actually do KO this Regidrago, which means we now just obviously we just need to dig. Well, we don't even need to dig for the boss. That said, we don't even need to do that. I will play Serena 5. There's that boss. We don't actually need it though. We just go for another Rolling Iron. All right. Oh, to be fair, I could have done Energy Hurricane, but we'll do another Rolling Iron. Take the KO. Now, because they didn't come up with this, I didn't need to manually retreat. So if they do come up with the Reggie, I can just retreat and attack, and that's game. So I've pretty much just won. Very comfortably as well, which is very impressive. How we've just very comfortably dealt with Reggie like it's nobody's business. Nobody's business. Obviously, there's that big turn where they whiffed the Regidrago. I think the game would have gone so differently. We would have just lost if they got the Regidrago that turn. But that's our setup problem. That's not the matchup itself. That's just us not setting up properly. So, well, I guess that would play into the matchup. But that said, you know, here we are with the same Regidrago from the start, mate. It's only got 60 damage on it. Bro, Rolling Iron is kind of nutty. And maybe you could fit a Hyper Potion in here. Maybe you could. I always see Rolling Iron as being like the main attack, the one that I always would use. I think we just retreat, and that's it, right? There we are. Bob's your uncle. Lovely, lovely stuff. Managed to make our way through that game with absolute ease, bro. I've not once, apart from that Reggie moment when they whiffed the gas, I wasn't once stressed. Shrek. Now, before we get into the next game, let's talk about Trust App. Trust App is a payment platform that allows you to make safe transactions with strangers online. So if you're buying a Pokemon card from a stranger and you don't want to get scammed, because you know there's some frauds out there, then Trust App will hold the funds for 24 hours to give you the time to check that you got exactly what you purchased. Click the link in the description for more details, but for now, let's get back into the game. All right, here we are playing Deoxys. Oh, we've got a plethora of matches today. I'll say that for sure, my friend. Right. What is the correct course of action? We need to be careful with our Evo instances, right? Because I'm very... maybe I should play more Evos in this deck. Because I like playing them to get my my Dragon Donnies out, you know, and discarding them, and then... But then I have to dig for the Arceus V-Star next turn, where I actually have it next turn if I keep it. So, honestly, the best move seems to be getting rid of Serena. All these other cards are really good for us right now. Maybe not. The choice could be good if they don't evolve the Deoxys. So, honestly, I think that's actually the best call. And we can go from there. Now, this is going to be interesting because if this is VMAX, we're going to have a lot of trouble. But, hey, if you want to fight fire with fire, I'll start Rolling Iron, my bro. I'll start tanking too. All right, we can both tank at the end of the day. Let's do the thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if it is the VMAX, which I expect it to be, because it seems to be with the Shadow Rider, which will obviously buff the Shadow Rider's tankiness, then things like God, I get Pokemon confused now. Giratina won't be out. We won't be able to take those big 1-hit KOs with the Lost Impact on the Drago. So, that said, we obviously just got to adjust our game strategy. Obviously, again, having that G-Max pulverization, so if they go crazy tank and they manage to somehow get like 4 Deoxys out, we can still pulverization and just go straight through it. So that's fine. I'm not actually stressed. This is one of the decks I've played for, you know, for a long time where I have no stress. I'm just like, oh, effects, shred. Oh, you hit damage, tank. It's actually really good. It's really nice. It's a really nice feeling, you know. Makes me feel nice. Alright, there's the Arceus V-Star. Let's just check our stuff because I've not really been checking. Okay, we have prized 1 Drago V, which is interesting. Alright, energy counts. We have prized one of the Grass Donnies. Alright. That seems we've prized one of the Bidoofs as well. Okay. I'm not too good at checking my prizes, but, you know, I've got something in me locker. We actually do get an early KO as well, which is I'm so happy I kept that Choice Belt. Right, in that set, I didn't prize it, it's inactive, you fraud. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get a Drago and get a Bibarel, right? That seems about right. Does it not? Yeah, that seems about right. That seems good. Oh, I didn't get the turbo. Okay, it's fine, it's perfectly fine. I don't be talking about you. It's okay. It's alright. I've got it. Okay, we just dig. We're good, bro. I'm just big brain, that's all. See? Relax. Relax. We got it. We got the thing. We could even have a little gusty-wusty if we want to with the Serena, but I think the correct play here is, in fact, to go ahead and get some extra cards. Whilst we're here, get Dragonite away. Why not? We've got the Goodra. That's what I like to say. Let's recover the energy. I attached the choice band to the wrong Pokemon out of panic because I'm fraud. I hate my life. I attached to the wrong. I had a KO and I didn't take it. This is probably the worst video you're gonna see of someone playing this bloody deck. It really is. I know I'm preemptively getting this and we're risking Marnie, but shush. It's fine. I'm just big braining, bro. I'm just anticipating a late game KO on this boy. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Right, 2 Serena down, so we got to be careful. We now had 3 gusting options. I'm so stupid. The choice belt would have given me a KO. It's alright. I'm just making it hard for myself so I can show you how skilled I am at making comebacks. You know, I'm just that good. Right, it's not the VMAX, which is really interesting to see. And in fact, I'll be honest with you, there are times that I actually do think about cutting this Dragonite, because there's times where I just feel like I don't need it. Like, as soon as this is out, right, maybe there are turns where you sit there and go, I need to get another Drago V out now, and I'd like to get some damage on a fresh Drago V, but I don't know. Either way, they're going to try and boss. I don't think that's going to do any... I don't think that's going to do anything, he said. I don't think it's going to... I didn't take the KO, so I get punished. I didn't KO the Drago. Sorry, I didn't KO the Deoxys. I didn't KO it, and now they punish me. Oh, look at you! How big V-Star Hammer! Ah! Fine, I'll just use Arceus then. It's not like it's a whole... Not like a new card came out or anything, you know? So it's not like a new card came out that I need to cover. Fraudulence. That's what it is. It is at the highest order. That's what. Why am I getting you out now? Why am I getting you out now? I need to discard you. All right. Well, dead drawing. It's fine. It's okay. Don't stress. We'll get the Drago from the prizes. It's all right. It's all good. We get another Bidoof down. We're fine. We're fine. Let's get energy out. That could be for another drawing, eh? And then we'll go for the Trinity Nova and take the KO, and then hopefully get that. Do I fail this? I think I do, actually. I'd rather get the turbo on that and then accelerate the rest of this energy to... I could get the one... It doesn't seem bad, actually, just getting that on here. It's alright, actually. It's not that bad. Drago? You coming to help me, Donny? No, it's not you. No, we're just playing Arceus today, are we? Is that what we're doing? We're just playing Arceus? Yeah, we're just playing Arceus. I mean, look, we're in a very comfortable spot. At the end of the day, I made a gracious misplay, which just made it harder for me so I can showcase my skill. I promise you, honestly, I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't sitting there going, oh, look, I could be big brain in it and go, oh, don't place it, pretend to misattach the thing because, you know, if you KO them early, they're just going to scoop and then you got to record for more time. That would be very big brain. In fact, that would be incredibly smart. But you really think I'm that smart, mate? Come off it. Really? I can't talk, commentate, try and make jokes and intentionally come up with something like that on the spot. Are you done? Mate, I would be... give me a master's degree, okay? I'm sorry, that's the next level. Right, we don't actually have the KO this time because of this, so something's always getting in the way, unfortunately. But we are... Oh, sorry, that was a big but, wasn't it? Sure. Do we gust up this Donny? I mean, yeah, that actually doesn't seem bad. Just getting a nice hit on it. I can't gust that up. Actually, I need a boss for that, which is why, as I said, boss is still good. I think we could Marnie them. Marnie doesn't seem bad, to be honest. We're not going to get a KO here, so is there any point? They're just going to retreat the thing. No, do you know what? We know what they're planning to do, right? They're going to retreat to this one, so I'm going to gust it up. Screw it. We'll get another Bibarel while we're here. Just give us the extra draw power. We're going to Serena. And we're going to bring up that Lovely. There we go. I love having the choice, bro. It's just so good. It's so good. Just having the option alone is mad. Okay, so we're just going to hit this Donny. And then hopefully get to a point where we also have prize the Arceus VSTAR. A lot of prizing going out of our favor, unfortunately, today. But it's all right. Make do. You know, we do what make. You know what I'm saying? If they retreat this thing, we can actually gust it up. If they manage to get a KO on this, which they won't. If they do, we can just go for a power edge. You know, Serena again in hand. That's what I'm saying. They can retreat this, and it's fine. And it's just fine. Because we have that much outs. KO that, and then hopefully find the Drago. But at that point, we're pretty much in game, you know, end game anyway. So, hey, would you look at that? We haven't even seen Drago today. No, of course, there's a Reggie game, which is good. But I guess it's good to see the deck function in a way where it is set back. And there's things not going our way. This is why I like it with Arceus, because it is still just an Arceus deck. Which, I mean, you know, it's always just going to be, you know, just straight good. Now, there's debate for how good Arceus is going to be now. Is it too slow? Look at Lugia. Lugia is incredibly rapid and oppressive. Arceus likes to take its time. You know? It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, they're going to bring up the Bibarel and take the KO, which is fair. Honestly, not a terrible shout, but they still got... Now they're on odd pricing, so it's not honestly that bad. And we can gust this bad boy up and go from there, which is good. There's a Drago. That's interesting. And I think we simply... just get ourselves... Obviously, we've got the Serena, so we just gust with the Serena. I could get this into hand. I don't want to chunk up my hand, though. I think we just gust here. And take the KO. And hopefully find that bloody Drago. If not, we're buggered. I mean, I don't think the Choice Belt's going to help much with the Drago. And probably more so with the Arceus. I don't think it matters, actually. No, now it doesn't matter. Alright. Give me the Drago, please. Or at least give it... Okay. I know for a fact, guaranteed we're getting one of the things we need, right? Because we either need an Arceus VSTAR or a Drago. We're getting either. So, it's guaranteed. There's the Drago. There we are. Do we even get the Arceus on top? No. So, the Arceus is in the last one in the prizes, but that's fine. We got Drago. If we can just survive this turn, we can at least take a hit and go from there. But that said, we have boss for game. So, unless we get Marnied, we're fine. And that's what I'm saying, bro. The Serena is sick, man. Serena is so sick. Like, I feel like I have an unfair advantage because obviously I'm playing against someone who hasn't got any of the new Silver Tempest cards. And like just having this played is ridiculous. I just have such an incredible upping point, right? I can sit and go, oh, you benched that. Gus, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely mental. Avery not doing anything to us. And the one thing that's really for debate in here is the training court. I mean, is it necessary? I mean, it's helping. Like, I'm picking cards up. As you see, my energy count isn't the best, and I am retrieving energy cards that would actually be useful to retrieve. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I would have been in a bit more of a sticky situation. Let's say I didn't have boss and I needed to get the Drago charged up and I didn't have training court or no form of energy recovery. Then I would have been sitting here with like 2 energy and deck going, well, I can't do anything. So that's why I like the training court. And also, it's just a good counter stadium anyway. Just to counter path and stuff like that in the early game if you find yourself in that position. There's loads of... The thing is, there's loads of cards you can play in this deck, right? Because it's such a toolboxy kind of deck, there's loads of things you can do. So, you know, just like I said in my article on the Shuffle Squad Patreon, which I did recently, talking about Lugia, I guess there is more of a right and wrong selection here of cards to play, but you can still move about with it and have some fun. All right, well, that was Arceus. That wasn't Regidrago, but we'll take it. All right, then. Sweet. Dubs all the way, mate. Dubs all the way. We'll take it. Lovely. There's the Arceus. Oh, well. Let's see if we can get one that actually, you know, lets us play the Draco. All right, here we are playing in an Arceus mirror. And it may well be Arceus. I'm assuming it might be Reggie, or more likely, it's going to be the Tina. And this is going to be interesting because we actually have that one up over Tina purely because of that Rolling Iron. Now, obviously, there's Star Requiem, but Arceus Tina doesn't use Star Requiem. It doesn't Lost Zone, things like that. I mean, I guess it could technically use Star Requiem, but let's get to a serious level. But it's not. It's Duraludon. Oh! Okay, that's not that much of a problem, actually. Right? It's not that big a deal. Again, there's so many matchups where I just like the Rolling Iron over everything else. I'm just like, bro, Rolling Iron, man. Just Rolling Iron. I am going to, funnily enough, because they didn't attach an energy, I'm comfortable attaching this grass instead of digging for a turbo. Although, I would like to dig for a Turbo and Trinity Nova, but is Marnie going to give me that? A Turbo and a Drago. Is it going to give me them too? Oh, risk it for a biscuit. We know. I'm getting sick of it, mate. Oh, we got to risk it for a biscuit because that's how we do it, right? Okay, we actually did technically get the Drago, but just not the Turbo. So, you know, it is what it is. Game's the game. Do I Ultra Ball now? No, I think I pass. I'll have them think I ain't got it like that either. Yeah, we play a bit of psychonology, you know what I mean? Yeah, psychonology. Did a thing. They can go ahead and find a Turbo, charge up Duraludon, cool. And then we can actually just go for a straight V-Star, get our bad boy charged up, and go from there. Oh, so this is operating very similarly to Arceus Goodra with the Chorus Experiment and stuff like that. I opted to not do the Chorus Experiment because, you know, you cannot risk whiffing and Chorus Experiment and hitting things like a terrible combo where you just get like, you know, three of the four Dragonmons that you need to use to attack. Like, that would be a heartbreak. Even though you could pick them all up, it's just risky. So I'd rather not take that risk and have to have those options, or those decisions, sorry. I'd rather just not have that, no. Right, so they've evolved to the V-Star, which means they're not actually attacking this turn by the looks of it, which is very interesting, but maybe they needed the get out of jail card, man. Maybe they had to do it. Which, you know, fair game, mate. Fair game. But we seem to be at an advantageous position already, which is lovely. There we go. Righty. Okay, so I think I Ultra Ball the... I want to keep my Roxanne, bro, because we may very well need it. And get Arceus V-Star. I think I Marnie first before I Starbirth. See if we get any of the things we need beforehand. We get the Turbo, so that's one piece, which is lovely. One piece. Didn't they just release a movie, I think? No? Then we Starbirth, and we get ourselves... I'm going to get a Regidrago. Drago, Draco, you know, tomato. Don't start, all right? And... I don't like the idea of researching 2 fire energy away, although we're only really going to use 2 Dragos, so... Or Dragos, you know, don't, alright, leave it out. But I need a draw supporter next turn. And I need a heavy one, so I might... Yeah, I might just take the research out. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. In case we get Marnie, we can have that there. Then we Trinity Nova. We don't really have any Donnies in the discard pile yet. So we got to bear that in mind too before we come up with the Drago V-Star. So, you know, Arceus can do something here for a little bit, you know, just get our boys ready. Nice and prepped, ready for the oven, you know what I mean? When we can start cooking. You know, start baking and all that. They're gonna boss, bro. Thankfully not enough to KO me. Thankfully not enough. And we can just switch and retreat. And I'd love to be able to get another one set up because I don't want to come up with a damaged Donny, you know what I'm saying? We could have played Crystal Cave in this deck, actually, to be fair. But then, oh, I don't know. I like the Training Court. I like the conservation of energy because I can comfortably now Ultra Ball these away and not have to worry so much. You know? Okay. Bad news, we've prized our Drago V, the other one. Good news is we can get something else in the discard pile. Or do I bench Bidoof? I'm going to bench Bidoof. Because we're not attacking yet and I want to have draw. Whoa! Okay, that was weird. I went to play the research, check my discard pile, but I very almost clicked the wrong thing. Alright, Duraludon, off you go. We could accelerate to another Arceus, actually. That doesn't seem bad. That really doesn't seem bad. Let's get you out. That's fine. And to be fair, yeah, that's the right call, isn't it? Fire. We take this KO, and then we can get another Arceus V-Star and not have to worry about Duraludon's ability. I want to keep that fire. The grass, though. See, this is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I get another Drago, it's trouble, right? Because I'm going to have to try and whiff up the energy in order to get it. So I'm just going to put the one here, because I have the grass in hand. I'd rather keep that fire for Drago and just... Drago, listen, I pronounce Cincino, Cincino, you know, it's just me, all right? Leave it out. But I'm trying to see if we can work around this Duraludon. I think we're good, which is nice. If we could just poke this Duraludon, it's not going to heal up too much to a point, and then we can Drago and get ourselves just a shred with this Duraludon, and that should be able to finish the game, hopefully. And this is why, to be fair, I think Arceus, Regidrago, Drago, yeah. Oh, that sucks. We actually had a really good hand there. It's actually a decent deck because it's kind of like these all in one. It's like a mixture. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixture. A combination of all the Donnies. You've got Duraludon in here. We have access to Duraludon basically, without the ability. But you know, that said, it's fine. We have access to so many good stuff. Right. Now, I could come up with this bad boy and do some damage, but that feels bad. That feels really bad. We have the energy to attack. We just need... That's that extra fire. We just need to find that V-Star. But the thing is, that's been shuffled. Oh, did we play the quick ball? No, we haven't. No, that's been shuffled to the bottom of the deck. So, unless we get lucky, we don't. Do I come in here with a power edge of 160? That feels bad. That feels really... We're in a tough spot now. Bro, they had to Marnie me. I had everything ready, man. I had the turbo... Well, not the turbo, sorry. I had the energy, I had the evos to get my boys out, but... No, we might have to actually just power edge. I mean, power edge for 160 isn't terrible, but they are just going to get straight KO, but they're getting a straight KO anyway. Is it really worthwhile? Do I retreat to the Bibarel? That feels bad. They're going to take that out, and then what do? We have to find the Drago VSTAR, and then... all right, let's just see how it goes. I think we have to power edge here. I think that's what we got to do. Just hit the 160. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not going to heal too much, as I said. They could turbo Hyper Potion. Actually, I think this deck has that in its locker, doesn't it? Do you have that in your locker, Chief? Hey? Is that what you got moving? Huh? Is that what's operating in your machine? Because I don't see anything yet. Alright, we've covered the metal energy. Bro, some weird glitch happened yesterday and I was testing, you know. I was coming up against it that had Mew. Not Mew VMAX, just the Mew. The one from Celebrations. And they legitimately, I didn't have it recorded, but they legitimately, I don't know what their ability is, Miracle, Miraculous, something. They got an energy, which was so weird. I don't know if it was a glitch of them using the ability and using my training court to get the energy and it just bugged. But I was like, bro, did they just Mew for an energy? I was like, what? It didn't impact the game, but I was very confused. Yeah. Cool story, bro. Right, you can come in again doing that 160. We don't have enough damage output to really put this thing in the bin right now. Unless we get lucky at this top deck. This top deck's going to be everything for us. Just give me an Ultra Ball. I just need an Ultra Ball. That's all I need. Ow! God's sake! You're going to go... Oh! Bugger! That's what I say to you. Bloody... Buggerina. Oh, why are you going to draw like this, bro? What's going on? I'm bricked. I'm stuck. I'm lost. What do I do? Attack with Drago and then it gets KO'd? That sounds great. We're in a pickle. We're in a very, very big pickle. Bro, just that dead drawing. I can retreat attack. But then I'll have nothing to follow up with afterwards. Absolutely nothing. Okay. We're just going to retreat and hope we get a good top deck. I think that's the best play. Bruh, duh, why you gotta do me like that? Eh? Come on. Just after we had such a good game against Reggie, you're gonna sit here and just give me this? Ah! Bro, I need an Ultra Ball. Just an Ultra Ball. That's all I need. Just an Ultra Ball. Now, the good thing is they seem to be dead drawing too, so at least I wouldn't expect them to have Gust. Now, this is where Serena's so good, man, because let's say this deck played a lot of Serenas. Odds are you're getting it in your hand, mate. You know what I'm saying? So, the retreat out of the active is usually not going to be a great strategy if people play a ton of Serena. Oh, brother. They're giving me everything I don't want. Everything. Shut up, phone! I don't need you right now. I feel betrayed. Let's play Regidrago. We'll have a great time playing Regis. Let's do it. It'll be such a good time. What is that, brother? Hey, give me an Ultra Ball, a Quick Ball. We have loads of... We play 4 Serenas. Give me a Serena. The game hates me, the game hates me, the game hates me. It just doesn't want me to have fun. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me, big man? Huh? You don't want to have a good time? You just want me to go and bugger off down the shop and get some milk and never come back just like your father did? Huh? You're fraud. Oh, that's interesting. Why'd you cuss the Arceus? Huh? What? I mean, we've lost. But what? If we had Goodra, that would have been good. But no. We just got given what has to be one of the worst hands I've ever seen in an Arceus deck. Ever. There's that other Drago that we needed. There's the Dragonite prize of V-Star 2. Oh, we just had some bad prizes as well. Okay. I mean, you know what? I've calmed down a little bit now. I've calmed down. I'm fine. Hey, it is what it is. Game's the game. Why am I conceding? I've already lost. Oi, I've been thrown off, bro. I'm off the tracks. I need to get back on. Dub station. Let's go. Right, well, here we are in the deck rating system. This deck is obviously a good deck, but I do think it needs a lot more fine-tuning and a lot more exploration. Obviously, it's just come out, and every deck like this doesn't really start off being the best version that it can be. It needs a bit of time to be in the oven for people to cook it up and really make the most of the Regidrago Arceus archetype, which is very promising, I think. It's actually very, very promising. When things go your way, a lot of decks can't do much to you, which is really nice to see. So we had the damage potential of 9. Obviously, being able to hit that 310 max is really solid. It does whiff some things, you know, if you're playing Kyurem and stuff like that, you can whiff those 1-hit KOs where you might need them. You know, that's actually an interesting matchup to discuss that, but that's a whole video in and of itself, maybe. Time potential, obviously, it's an 8, attach, attack. That's pretty much the Arceus way. And damage maintenance of a 10, again, the Arceus way. Search potential is going to give it a 7. The Bibarel engine is pretty solid. I think what whiffs it up a little bit is sometimes you can get those weird, awkward hands that you just don't have anything to play. You're not getting your Ultra Balls, you're not getting your Quick Balls, you have a bunch of Evolution cards in hand. Maybe it's just my bad luck. I don't know what it is, but you know that you do have the proclivity to draw those types of hands in this deck compared to other Arceus archetypes. There we go, that's a bloody sentence and a half. So that notches it down a little bit. Counter ability a 7 as well. What would really put it to an 8 is like adding an extra Hyper Potion to deal with the Lost Box matchup. So maybe a Hyper Potion in there could be really, really solid if you can get that in there. But other than that, just, you know, being able to shred and being able to tank and do all these things gives it a lot of decent matchups where, you know, you would actually be having a trickier time, but instead you have all these options to choose what is the best attack for that moment. And having, you know, the 1-hit KO potential, having the tank potential, and then also having the shred potential in one card is very, very strong. So that's where the counter ability comes into it. It's kind of like, you know, also an attack that accelerates. So yeah, very, very good. Counter ability is going to be high. Could be higher though, that's for sure. Although that said, it doesn't hit any weaknesses, so that brings it back down. I was going to say it doesn't get hit for any weakness, but it doesn't hit any either. So HP and prize is a 5. You know, it's pretty much the bang average for what you'd expect for a 2-prizer, 280. It's not on the low end, it's not on the high end. It's just, yeah, pretty well. Is there anything higher? Well, it's on the average end, I guess you could say, for a lot of the V-Stars. So another rating of 46. It is really good, but this is more the rating of the list, my list, rather than the archetype. So I think it could definitely use some more work, that's for sure. But we may come back to it in the future. But you know, for now, that is Arceus Regidrago V-Star. So let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you like and enjoyed, please do subscribe for more. But most importantly, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one where we explore some more crazy rogue decks this time. Peace. PokéX Word is a Pokemon puzzle website where you can complete Pokemon crosswords and the newly launched Guess That Pokemon. If you want to have some more fun on your downtime and improve your Pokemon knowledge, then click the link in the description down below to check it out. Thanks again for them sponsoring the channel, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.